Hello kids! Today we'll be learning about sketching. What is sketching? Why is it important? Sketching makes any art form looks very realistic if you don't want to use color. How? Be it the roughness of a stone or softness of a fur. Sketching makes it look so realistic. It's the way you do it. So today in this video we'll be learning about 5 types of sketching. The first one is stippling. Stippling is like putting dots like this. Can you recall where you use such kind of sketching? Raindrops or the sandpits where you want to show some roughness there. So do it like that. Refer to this and then just keep on doing it. Something like this. Fill 1/2 of the box given to you. Dark, 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 dark. By dark, what I mean? I am putting more dots at one point wherever I want more shade and lighter on the other side. So that's how you reflect it. The intensity matters. So this was stippling. Now we're coming to stumbling. Why do we use stumbling? Stumbling is used to fill up the white spaces where you do not want to color. You have already created the outline, but you have to fill the white space inside. So then you take your pencil, hold it from here, keep your hands mellow like this, and then start doing in a circular motion like this. This is stumbling, what you're doing right now. You're filling that white space. Make the circulars. This can also be used to show the storms. Right? Perfect. The lesser you want, the slower you do, and if you want more dark space, then you can have one more coat there, just like that. So you can have that difference in the shading within the particular type of stumbling. Now we move to the third type, which is cross-hatching. Cross-hatching can be used to reflect the bark of a tree, also to fill other kind of spaces to create a different pattern in a dress worn by a girl or the trousers worn by a boy. So how do you do that? You make one diagonal and over that the other diagonal in the opposite direction, right? So let's get started. You can do it like this. Keep your hands lighter. So this is the way that I'm doing. I'm keeping it lighter here and darker here. If you want darker there, you can again have another shading here. Make it equal. Show the lines. Now where the lines are not reflected. So make it darker. That the lines are also reflected within the same shade, right? So this was one diagonal. Now I want cross hatching. So what you will do? You will kind of turn the book like this so that you have the perfect space for looking it parallel. So now take it from here like this. This is your cross hatching. Since it's not this much clear, so what we'll have to do is we have to make lines like this to make it look like a cross hatching. The lines are visible. One is going upwards, the other one is coming downwards, right? Now let's move to the fourth type, which is just diagonal lines. So you just have to make one-sided diagonal lines here. Keep your hand like this, hold the pencil from here, lighter, right? Start from here like this. Do it like this, downwards, right? This is also like coloring. If you have decided a direction, stick to that. Do not, if I'm doing sketching like this, I can't move to this, right? So keep it like this, diagonal. And it's done. Now what's left? The last type, horizontal lines. Simply do that. Stick to this outline and simply shade or sketch like horizontal lines. Do not leave the spaces. So again, start it from there. The hand should be kept the way it was kept earlier and then keep on sketching. Just like that. Right? Just like that. So we have given you 2 more columns. We have here that you can practice this type of sketching really needs a lot of practice. So keep on practicing. Until next time, thank you.